Bella, welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. We are here today to do a Label My Library on this amazing book, Crochet Socks That Rock. I'm trying to make sure I didn't have it upside down because I was holding it and I was moving it around in my lap because in my world, I just recorded the book look. But it's going to be a minute in between the book look and Label My Library for you. So I was holding it and I was like, oh no, don't pick it up upside down. So, like I said, I've previously done a book look on this, and I was influenced on this purchase by the lovely Sam over at Memphis Makes. And I don't hold that against her. I say influenced. She didn't force me to buy it. It wasn't a you better buy it or else situation, right? I saw the book on her channel and I was like, oh, that's cool. I like making socks. So I bought it, right? And as I said in my book look video, I have crocheted socks before. However, I have not practiced a lot of the things that are in this book. So I'm not going to go through all of it again. But I did mention that in the book there are 4 basic sock patterns before they get into the more intricate patterns. And I said that I think I would make it a point to do the 4 basic patterns first before I jump into the more intricate ones that I would want to do, just so that I have a better handle on how socks work when making them. Because while I've made socks, I haven't made a lot of them, and the patterns that I made were not very do this here, do this here. It was like, do this, make sure it fits, crochet, 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 separate for the heel, crochet, 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 finish, and then come back and do the heel, right? So the way that these patterns are written, just by looking through the book with the book look, I would want to practice first. And those basic sock patterns, I think, would give me a really good foundation, right? So I'm not going to show you the basic sock patterns. If you have the book, you are welcome to look at those. I am going to dive in with the ones that I would like to make. I just have to get to them. So all total, just, I know I mentioned this earlier, but there are 15 sock patterns, including the 4 basic socks. So you get 11 more intricate patterns, and then you get the 4 basic. Well, you get the 4 basic ones first, and then the other ones, but 15 total. Okay. So many choices. I don't think that I would want to do the Fair Isle ones just yet. It's not a challenge I want to take on right now. Moss stitch. Bleh. Okay. So I'm debating. So many options. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that one for a little bit. I think I'm going to put one on this shorty sock, just because this reminds me a lot of the slippers that I've made. And my daughter bought me a pair of slippers for Christmas, and I took the Moroccan style slippers that I made in the past and put them kind of as inserts into the slippers. One, so that I'm not wearing out the bottom so quickly, but also to keep them from snagging on things. And in the winter, to keep my feet even extra warm. Like, it adds that other layer of warmth, right? So I think that these would be also a good option. so I can have multiple versions. Because the slippers that my daughter got me are going to last me a while. Not saying that the things that I crocheted won't, but I'm going to wear them out. So I have 2 pair, and then I'll either crochet more of those or these or both. I don't know. We'll see. So that's the first one. Okay, so I think the next one that I'm going to go with is this one, the simple overlay. I really want to do these, the overlay cube, the mosaic cube. But again, I think if I practice with these and then I work my way up to the more difficult sock. I do overlay mosaic already, but socks are a different game. The tiny yarns that it takes to make socks are a different game. Doing things in the round is different. So there's so many different layers when you go into making socks that a typical overlay mosaic wouldn't have. So doing the simple overlay, I think might give me a good start. Let me know what you think. All right, so the last one that I'm going to do is, and I liked this one also in the book look, is this one color rib sock. So this sock is done, these are done in a self-striping yarn, which it mentions on the instructions for the materials. But I mean, you could do them in a solid color and it would make, I mean, the ribbing is gonna be there regardless. But I think doing it in a self-striping yarn would be cool because you could see the different pieces play out, right? And depending on how you did it, like I have one of the socks that I made here. So I did these, and even though the yarns were similar, right, they didn't come out the same. So they didn't come out the same way, right? And I know they're different sizes, but I made the right one a little bit bigger because my ankle tends to swell. So I did make it a little bit longer because when my ankle gets bigger, the sock tends to get shorter. So I did intentionally make them 2 different sizes. And that's the cool thing about socks is you know your feet, so you can make them bigger or smaller as need be. So yes, it was intentional to make them 2 different sizes. But because they were both the same yarn, right, it's the same thing, but because it's self-striping and one ball starts at one color, one ball starts at another color, they don't turn out exactly the same, right? So, interesting little tidbit there. I brought those down for this because I knew I was going to record these videos today. So I brought them down so I could show you. So let me know what you think about my choices. Do you think that these are good socks to make? Have you crocheted socks before? Would you like to maybe next year crochet some socks with me if you have this book? If you don't have this book, would you like to find a similar pattern and crochet socks with me next year? Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. What would you like to do? Let me know. Maybe we can do something together next year with these socks. But that's all I have for you today. Those are my choices. Once again, we have the shorty socks. We have the one color rib. Right, and we have the simple overlay. Right? So, what order do you think that I would do them in? What order would you do them in? Just all the things. I want to know. I'm being nosy today. Full of questions. My family would say that to me. You're full of questions, Christina. You're full of questions. Always. So, until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao, Bella.